What is considered socially unacceptable for no reason? Not giving a gift to someone who says they don't need one. I hate this topic. I really don't need anything. Don't give me a gift. If it makes you really uncomfortable, just give me a card. I keep all the cards. Also, the obligation to give gifts to everyone on their birthdays or at Christmas. Giving gifts is cool, but I'd rather plan some quality time together, where I'll spend, but we'll have great memories for everyone. Taking a nap at work during lunch. I don't want to eat at lunch. What I really need is a good nap. Apparently, self-defense is strongly disapproved of in schools. I think I'll have to accept that I'm getting beaten up. I think it's better to get punished by the school, but beat up the bully to make him stop, rather than endure humiliation for the rest of the school years. Running instead of walking, everywhere. When I see someone running who doesn't look like they're out for a jog, they're not wearing running shoes, I start suspecting all sorts of things. The college campus is the only place where it seems appropriate. Changed. Over 30 people have commented that it's fine at the airport too. Yes, there too. It really bothers my dad when I put my elbows on the table. I still don't understand why. Changed. For the curious, it's not because he was beaten as a child for lack of table manners. Despite my grandfather being an alcoholic, he didn't beat his children. Also, my dad puts his elbows on the table and doesn't comment to anyone except me. He snaps or hits my elbows when I place them on the table. It's all due to ignorance in some matters and not knowing the nuances. Generally, etiquette experts acknowledge that it's appropriate to give your hands a rest and place them on the table, taking breaks during meals. The rule was originally intended to prevent people from leaning on the table with their elbows and thus not eating well-presented food like barbarians. Source: my grandmother is an etiquette expert. She has diplomas and all that. She even taught etiquette. In one of Emily Post's books, I don't remember which one exactly, the first page says, "The most tactless thing you can do is to reprimand someone for lacking etiquette." It always seemed like a cool quote. In some companies, it's considered unacceptable to say you're sick and not come to work because it will lower the team spirit or something like that. Screw you, I'm coughing like a dog. In this state, I won't be able to do much, just feel the approach of death. So you won't lose much if I don't come. Moreover, I can infect my colleagues, and then we'll all get sick. If I'm sick, don't wish for me to be at work, because then all the others will get sick, and it will destroy the productivity of the entire office. The only reason to demand a doctor's note is if you think I'm lying about being sick. And considering I'm sick, I'm not going to get a damn doctor's note because go to hell, I'm sick. So why do you think I'll leave the house for a stupid piece of paper? In some cases, standing on the roof. Why can't I stand on my damn roof? It's my business if I suddenly break my leg. Changed. Nudity is an illegal subject. Of course I was dressed. And yes, they didn't think I was going to commit suicide. What happened? It seems like there's some deep-seated tension between you and the person who doesn't like you standing on the roof. Like your neighbors disapprove of you standing on the roof. They disapprove. They call the cops. Although it makes no sense at all. Wait, you were standing on the roof alone and someone called the cops because of that? Imagining this situation in my head, I laugh like crazy. 911. What's the emergency? My neighbor climbed onto his roof. Okay. Is he in danger or causing harm to anyone? No. He's just standing there, menacingly. Batman's neighbors had to deal with all sorts of crap. Jumping as an adult. It's a shame because when you jump, you move faster than walking, and it's much more fun than running. We have a long corridor at home, and when I need to get from one end to the other, I usually do it by jumping. My wife thinks it's strange. Maybe because I'm 52 years old. But damn it, I love jumping. 15 years ago, I had an employee who left work at the same time as me, a middle-aged guy with a couple of kids. Anyway, he started jumping. I asked him, "Dennis, why are you jumping?" He replied, "When was the last time you jumped?" It feels great. Dennis lived in his better world than many of us. Being a virgin. Exactly. I don't understand why this topic is pushed so much by people. Why do you have to have sex? It's so ingrained in people that they think being with someone only means sex. This kind of thinking leads to superficial relationships with people. Answering honestly when asked, "How are you?" Well, you can answer honestly without pouring your heart out. And you can still respond in a socially acceptable manner. "How are you?" Well, been better." "Oh, sorry, man. Hope things get better. I'm a bit worried about a crappy episode in last night's sex. You're still young. This will happen more and more often. Riding on swings and other playground equipment as an adult. I absolutely love riding swings. I'm 30, and I still get a kick out of being able to quickly and easily soar 3 to 5 meters or even higher with a simple leg movement. Once, I went to an empty local park in my free time to ride the swings. Suddenly, Karen appears with her 2 brats, hands on hips, and starts yelling at me. "What are you doing here?" Swings are for children, not for adults. I pay taxes for these swings. There are no laws that say I can't ride them, so I'll ride them for as long as I want. And heck, whenever I want. How many deductions for those swings did little Johannathan and Kimberly make last year? None? I have a feeling they're not allowed to ride them either. Declining a gesture of generosity. I believe politely declining is absolutely normal, although others would vilify you for being ungrateful and cold. Changed. I am pleasantly surprised after reading all your viewpoints. It seems things are different in other countries. The world doesn't seem so small now. I was always taught to decline in such moments. Damn, opinions really differ depending on the country and family. The same thing. I was always taught that people offering something are just trying to be polite and don't actually want to give what they offer. In short, this moment wildly depends on culture. I understand that I do this in certain situations. For example, when I offer my food to someone. If someone at work walks by me and says, "Oh, smells, looks delicious. Oh, yum yum," etc. Of course I'll offer, "Want some? I have enough for everyone." But deep down, I think, please, don't agree. Wearing a surgeon's mask when you are sick and don't want to infect others. In Japan, this is socially acceptable. In fact, it's considered cool there. I once wore such a mask at school because I was sick. I'm Japanese, by the way, but living in the USA, and immediately got taken to the principal's office. Men over 40 on a children's playground. Yes, I don't have a wife. Yes, that's my 6-year-old boy with a toy gun. No, I'm not a pedophile, but thanks for asking. And also, thanks for your suspicious looks. Who are you here with? I don't know yet. Still searching. Just thinking. Being honest and open about not wanting to have children. I have experienced more mockery. Very pointed questions bordering on disrespect, specifically regarding the topic of children, than about any other opinion in my life. Once I said that I won't have kids, and my family literally went crazy about my personal life. They interrogated me, asking if I'm dating someone. And oh God, what if he wants kids? What if I meet the perfect guy, but he wants to have children? Well, then I guess he's not the perfect guy for me. It's that simple. I don't want kids. And no, I'm not obliged to give you a detailed list of reasons why I won't have children, because what I decide to do with my uterus is none of your damn business, you jerk. Leaving somewhere without a suitable story about why you need to leave. You can't just leave because you've simply reached your socialization limit for the day. That reason is not suitable enough. People who can spend a lot of time in social settings, kudos to you. But I can't. And I have no desire to come up with justifications for that. I recently started leaving without explaining reasons. Okay, it's time for me to go. Almost never does anyone ask why, but if they do, I answer honestly. My social battery is running low. I need a break. Nowadays, people are starting to understand this more. Men taking care of their skin and getting manicures. Saying no. Being the first to get up from a chair and reach for the treats brought into the room. There's always that hero who does it, and everyone else just lines up. I just fear people will think I'm either hungry or fat. You don't need to get up from your chair for people to see you're fat. Going to a restaurant to eat alone. Like, damn people. I just want to taste a delicious dish that I don't want to cook. Plus, I want to enjoy the evening by myself. Waking up at 11 a.m. or later. I'm not lazy. I fulfill my obligations. I don't stay up late and value my hours of sleep. I don't sleep until 6 a.m. and then wake up at 2. I'm an artist, self-employed, and my most productive time is at night. Even when I was a kid, I always went to bed and got up late. People think I'm lazy, but I just can't work in the mornings. So screw you. Night owls rule. Standing in an elevator facing away from the door. Never thought about it before. It's weird. I don't understand why, but it's weird. At the very least, it's weird because you need to turn around and check the floor number. Going to the movies alone. Having fun as an adult. There's no expiration date on fun. You don't suddenly become too old for fun at some point, and all that's left for you is to sit with a cup of coffee and watch the news. People judge adults for doing various fun things for the sake of enjoyment, and that's complete crap. Yes, I'm 38, and I love swings, trampoline jumps, balloons with helium. People look at me and think I'm crazy or regressing to childhood, but when they join me, they enjoy it too. Not opening the door of your own home. Like when some salesperson knocks on the door and the homeowner doesn't want to answer but acts as if nobody's home. Acting very quietly so the person outside the door won't hear them. But come on, it's my home. I can just stare at the salesperson through the window while they ring the doorbell. Who cares? This is my home. I'm not obligated to open my own door for any reason I find acceptable. You came to my home, not the other way around. A neighbor came to my home the other day, rang the doorbell, and I was trying to put my son to sleep at that time, so I didn't come downstairs. But later, she wrote to my wife, "Hey, your garage is open. I see someone's home. Why didn't you open the door?" Then my wife asked me why I didn't open it. What the hell? For any reason, it doesn't matter. This time there was a perfectly reasonable cause, but what if I was asleep? Or maybe I was taking a shower? Or taking a dump, or in the garden, or just lying on the couch scratching my balls, or maybe just go to hell. This is my home. You rang the doorbell. I didn't open. Move along. Thank you so much for watching. In the comments below the video, you can write what is considered socially unacceptable for no reason. Don't forget to put your like and watch our other videos. That's it. Goodbye.